Hello everyone, this is Kay of Kayreneesgarden. I am trying out this new microphone. I can't even remember the name of it, but it's supposed to be one of those professional microphones. It's supposed to be nice and clear. Like right now, it's super windy out here. So we're going to see when I do the playback if I hear a whole bunch of noise. I don't even remember the name of it, you guys. I will link it in the description box though. But I came out here to plant some plants. Should I be planting? No, but it makes me feel good. And you're able to walk away from the mic, which is very important because you guys know I don't really talk that loud sometimes, and so I don't want to be you know talking and you guys don't hear nothing I'm saying. So anyway, I'm going to be planting in my flower bed over here, right over yonder. I got the air conditioning going, so I didn't want you guys to hear all that background noise. So um if I get in my zone and I'm not talking, y'all know what it is. If you're a gardener, you know what it is. So I'm gonna move these chairs out the way. I'm gonna open up this fence and I'm gonna go get my plants. So what did I end up getting? I ended up getting some zinnias that are beautiful, like these beauties over here. Oh, I hope you guys can see them. Y'all see that? So I really wanted to plant some more of those in this flower bed. And in my climate, I'm in Southern California Zone 10B. So um, they're perennials here, annuals in other places because, of the climate and everything. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get my plants and I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, you guys. So I guess I did get more than just zinnias. So I got these beautiful zinnias. These are well, I got one that's the Dreamland. That's my favorite. And this one is the Profusion Cherry Bicolor. So those are beautiful as well. So I got a 6-pack of both those. And then I got okra because my okra wasn't doing good. So I got the Cajun Delight, another African blue basil, which I'm going to plant in the ground over there as well. And look at this beauty, you guys. This is the most beautiful tomato I've seen in a while. So this one is the Indigo Rose. You see that? I can't wait to see this. So I think I'm going to put this in a 7-gallon container. And I will most likely put a cage around it because I don't know nothing about this tomato, how big it gets, how wild or whatever. So, and I didn't even look it up, y'all. So anyway, I'm going to get this stuff planted because I am on borrowed time, y'all. So, but these okra plants look pretty good. They're all doing really good. So I was thinking I would put all of these okra in the ground, but I'll probably put them in containers as well. So anyway, let me get started, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get these zinnias planted out there, the African blue basil. And I actually have 2 more African blue basil plants as well. So I think I'm going to plant those out there also. So if I don't do anything else, I at least want to get the flowers and the basil out there. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. It's so much of that stuff from those trees down in there. It is unreal. But we're going to plant flowers in there, so it don't really matter. But I will be using this Miracle Grow soil. What is this? This one here. It's raised bed and potting mix. And I don't usually use Miracle Grow, but we're using it today. You know why? Because it was inexpensive. So, and hey, it don't look half bad. So I will be putting some of this around those flowers that I'm planting. I had to put my little aloe more in the shade because it looked like it was still struggling. The other one is doing just fine. Probably need a little bit more pruning, but that one over there looks a whole mess, but it'll be all right. So we're gonna get started. I'll put some of this soil down in that hole there just to add some nutrients in there. So we don't even know how we're going to plant all 12 of these, y'all, but it's a lot of space, so we got this. Y'all know the zinnias that I got, they spread, so we going to see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it'll work. And then the other ones, the African blue basil, I'll just kind of stagger them a little bit behind. And yeah, the soil's not really hard or anything in here either, so that's a good thing. I'm happy about that. And then I got to go get my water hose so I can make sure that I put water in each of these holes before I drop my plants in there. I don't want nothing on the struggle bus. So I am. And don't be judging my raggedy shoes, because these are my garden chicken shoes. I do have garden boots, but it's too hot for boots right now. And plus they don't work well. They're not working well with my ankles either. So, all right. This will be 4 right here. So we're going to drop some soil in there too. I should have put this in a little container or something, but this bag is pretty light. It's only like 1.5 cubic or something like that. So it'll be all right. All right. Let me go get my water hose, y'all. I'm so happy I could walk away from my device. I put my umbrella up to cover my device so that it won't go dead on you guys. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't think I'll hear all the wind. I went back and did a little bit of playback on the very beginning of this video just to see. And I didn't hear all the noise from the wind, so hopefully it'll sound okay to you guys. Hopefully y'all don't hear me over here breathing hard. I figure all this stuff from the trees, it'll just break down. It'll be nutrients for the plants as well. The zinnias love all that sunlight, so they'll be fine. All right, so that's 4. We're gonna make a couple more holes, you guys, and then I'm gonna work my way down this way just a little bit so I can get some more flowers in there. I guess I could go all the way to the end, but it doesn't really make sense for me because the chicken run is right there, and it's just gonna block it, so I won't be able to see it anyway. So I had put some mulch down there, and so it would look all nice and neat, and then decided I was gonna plant in there. So I did get a couple of more bags of mulch as well. So wherever the mulch is lacking, we just gonna fill it on in. So we have actually reached the first phase of this housing project. They finished all the woodwork, so that is a plus. And so we just have to get the termite treatment. I don't know what I was thinking, y'all. Look at these vines. Y'all see that? I'm just pulling and pulling. And here go those doggone vines that I do not want in my garden. All right, got that out the way. I'm definitely gonna have to put some more mulch down after that. Okay, let me get back to it, y'all. y'all can see me okay. Probably have to move my camera back. There we go. Just putting some soil in this hole over here too. Get some water in there. I'm trying to make sure that everything is draining okay. You want to make sure you have good drainage. So might have to move the camera back just a little bit. Sorry, y'all. I'll move it back a little bit. So I'm gonna raise it up and then move it back. Sorry, y'all. There we go. Let me see. Hopefully you have a visual. I'm just adding some moisture in there. And I'll probably push this one back just a little bit, this aloe. Push that one back. Oh God, that's heavy. I don't know how I lifted it up to put it in there in the first place. That thing is heavy. I'll get it over there though. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the first six holes right there, you guys. So let's see. Since these are my absolute faves, the Dreamland mix, I think I'm gonna drop these first. So I'm gonna make my way back over here. And start dropping these in. This one looks like it's draining a little bit slow, but I think it's gonna be all right because this soil is so dry in there. It's gonna be fine. And then what I'm gonna do is just make sure that I give it a good drench tomorrow because I know it's gonna be kind of warm. So, what I drop? Oh, nothing. Hopefully I don't get bit by nothing over here. The spiders have been crazy in my garden. I'm gonna give these another good drench anyway. Once I'm done planting them, I'm gonna give it another good drench. This is all that stuff from the trees. I'm gonna throw that out of there. Yep, it's super dry, so we're gonna give this another drench. All right, get some of this out of there. Goodness. The other ones, I think I'm gonna, like the tomato, I think I'm gonna put the tomato in here, but it's gonna be in a container. So it'll get nice, good sunlight, but it definitely won't be in the ground initially anyway. I'm sure the roots will find its way into the ground, but it'll be all right. All right. Mulch that on in. Then I'm gonna get this last one here. Let me get some of this other stuff out of here. I'm gonna toss it. I don't want to step on my plants, y'all. All right. Yep. The soil that was in here was super dry because, it's just not a priority for me to water that flower bed like that. But I will now. So we're going to get this all drenched in real good. my way down here. Some water in here. Need a little bit of beauty in here since these trees have been cut. And it's like no green on them at all. So I want a little beauty in here. Hopefully the water noise isn't too loud. I would hope that the whole noise canceling thing is working really well. But I won't know till the playback. But either way, I'm still going to upload this video. It is super windy. So earlier, like, we had some hot days, and then yesterday and today were like in the mid 70s, which was good. Um, because, we had the people out here working and stuff, and I think I think we only had like one super hot day, and then it just cooled down. Like it feels warm. It's like in the mid 70s, but it still feels like it's like 80. I still have on this raggedy jacket because I don't want to get eaten up. And so I still will put it on for that. So get all these drenched in really good. And then I'm going to plant the other 6 down there. And I'll get the African blue somewhere kind of staggered in the middle back there. Because I have 3 of them. And I really didn't want to put them in containers. I want them to have the opportunity to really spread out like the one in my garden bed behind. So those little caterpillar worms were getting busy on a couple of my zinnias. I had to get after those jokers. And by the way, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I appreciate you guys hanging in with me and, you know, hanging out with me while I'm gardening. This is definitely my happy place. And with all this stuff going on, I needed something that was going to cheer me up, and gardening will definitely do that. Although we only have 2 more phases, like I think the termite treatment is like the one that I was like worried about the most for a lot of different reasons. And so once we get past that, I'll be okay because the painting is not a big deal. That's outside and not going to bother me at all, other than maybe a little noise from, stucco and, people talking and all that type of stuff. So won't bother me at all. All right, so, oh, almost fell, y'all. Y'all know I'm clumsy. I need to open that gate up. All right, so I don't know if I should come all the way back this way. Maybe I'll do a couple more, and then the other ones I'll kind of, just put them behind the other so they can spread out and come together. Because I'm like all the way on this end. I'm probably not going to even pay attention to that anyway. All right. And it gets kind of narrow over in this area anyway, so I don't want to be, if I have to service anything, I don't want to have to go under the bushes. I don't want to do that. So, all right, I'm gonna put a couple right here, but I do want to leave room like for my tomato container. So I want my tomato container to be kind of in the middle, so these trees are not dropping all that stuff all over them. So let's put one right here. Let's see. I didn't realize how much mulch I dropped in here. All right, I'm gonna drop some soil in there. Uh-oh, where's my water hose? Here we go. So the other one is what is it? The bicolor cherry. So that's gonna be pretty. I should have did, one of each, like next to each other. But I didn't do that. It's already too late. I'm not gonna take them back out and replant. So either way, I'm gonna enjoy their beauty. So let's get one of these beauties in there. They're already starting to bloom and look kind of pretty. So I'm excited about that. Those profusion zinnias, they get going really quick. I have some in my other garden beds and they look so pretty. But the Dreamland is my absolute favorite because they look like the little fluffy flower buds. So I love those. I'll get some more water on there. Get it drenched in really good because I have not checked the weather. I don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. I want to make sure it's soaked in really good. You see how I am on time. All right. I got a few more minutes, y'all. A few more minutes. So I think I'm going to pop this last 6 in. And then the soil that I'm using for my tomato is probably going to be different. I'm going to do a nice mix of black cow, my raised bed potting mix that I've been using already, and then which is the Kellogg Organic. You can get it from the orange store for $9.97 for a 2 cubic. And so that's what I'm going to be using, that black cow, some perlite, and some peat moss. And then, of course, I'm going to add some little nutrients to it. I did go get some kelp. What is it? Kelp and seaweed liquid fertilizer, kind of like 411, but it's a little bit gentler on your plant. So if you have like seedlings, supposedly it'll help them to not suffer from a lot of root shock. So that was cool. So I did get that. So I will probably give all these plants a drench of that as well. I think I'm gonna put another one right here. I don't know if y'all can see me. Oh, you right there. I can see y'all. I can see y'all, so I know y'all can see me. All right, so I'm gonna make another hole right here. I'm happy that the soil is not all hard because at first I was thinking, I said, these trees, I know how invasive the roots are from these trees. And so I was thinking it was going to be terrible and I was going to have to till it and all that. But I guess because prior to them cutting the trees, probably over some years, I had been dropping a lot of cardboard in here and covering it with mulch. And so maybe that actually helped because all those things break down and just, and feed back to the soil. So kept it nice and loose. It's not hard where I have to go pull out the tiller. All right, let me drop some soil in there. And then I'm gonna take the other few plants down and kind of just stagger them behind the others. All right, that's kind of soaked, so I'm gonna let that drain some because I know it has to get through all that dry soil. So that was the reason I added the Miracle Grow, because that has a lot of moisture retaining properties in it. So that was the reason I got that for these flowers, because I know sometimes I have a tendency to ignore and neglect this flower bed over here. So yeah. All right. So let's kind of stagger these just a bit. And I'm going to get some soil in here too. I don't know where the rocks came from. Oh, there's a big old branch, I guess from the tree. I'm going to drop some soil in there too. I'm going to go ahead and dig these holes, y'all. Let's see. Trying to figure out where I'm going to put my tomato. I guess I can move this one back. Then I can get my tomato container right there. Because I'm just going to use a 7-gallon container. And I kind of don't want to put it right there, though. I might have to find me another spot. Because that's like right by this fence over here. So, kids throwing their balls over and all that. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So this one, I can go ahead and drop my plant in there. Give it another little drench. Then I have 2 more. Drench that one in. I think I'm going to push this cactus back a little bit too. So. I'm just watering it in, you guys. Get some water in there. I'm not going to close those holes in until I add more soil in there. Then they have time to settle overnight. It's actually almost 5 p.m. here, so usually if I do any transplanting, I'll do it early morning or after 4 p.m. And if it's super hot, then I'll wait, till the sun goes down. So let me get some more soil to drop in there. I'm gonna use this box, make my life easier. Add the soil in this box here. All right, got my soil in the box. Make sure I don't step on my plants. Y'all know I'm clumsy. All right, some soil around these babies. Go ahead and close that in, and then I'm gonna get those a good drench. All this stuff from these trees, goodness gracious. Those trees were some busybodies. I was like, man, I didn't realize that they just drop all those leaves and whatever you want to call them the way they do. It is so much. I think what I'm going to do is scoop some of that out of there before I drop the rest of my mulch out here. All these little piles here that I scooped up planting these plants. I think I'm going to scoop that on out of here. Maybe I'll put it in my compost bin. I feel like it kind of drops this foliage kind of like Christmas trees. It drops a lot of that stuff. And it's so messy. But they are amazing privacy trees. So I do love that. And put some more water on this aloe. I see a couple of them stood up. One of them looks like it's struggling. So we'll see if it comes back to life or if it just keels over. But I'm going to be replanting this one anyway because the container started to give away. It's just not I don't have the container that I want to put these in, and I forgot to get one. So I will be getting some more containers for that. So let's see, how many more plants do I have? Oh, was that it? That was it, you guys. We got it. Oh no, it's two more. Almost forgot. The last two. Okay, let's see, where are we gonna put those? I think I'm just gonna put them behind there. I'm gonna drop these last two, and then I'm gonna figure out where my African blue basil is gonna go. I know I'm gonna push back that cactus. I might need some assistance. That thing is heavy. So I think I'm gonna make a hole right in front of these two here, and that'll be it. I think I mostly just wanted to try out this new microphone to see how great it works. Because usually I get in my zone, y'all. I'll be out here in the garden and I will not be talking. But I appreciate you guys hanging with me. I'm not going to even leave the tags in there because I already know what it is. So I'm gonna drench those and let let the water run down, or drain down, I should say, before I add the soil, because the soil in there is super dry. I can't wait to really start seeing these plants bloom when all the flowers are open together. And y'all hear all the sirens? See, that's that city life, y'all. All right, I'm gonna put some soil around these. Oh, don't want to step on my plant. All right. And then I'll go get the bottle of fertilizer so you guys will be able to see what it is I was talking about. I'm gonna give that another little drench and rinse them off. I got all the dirt on top of the leaves. I'm just watering these babies in. All right, I think that is it. So now I just have to figure out what I'm gonna do with my African blue, where I'm gonna plant those. Because your girl took up a lot of space. But like I said, the aloes, I could push them back and I can just put those right there. I have 3, so um, yeah, we'll figure it out. But those are the ones that I really like making my teas with. So let me bring y'all back over on this side and raise you up. Let's see. There we go. Hey there. So anyway, you guys, I appreciate you guys being here. I haven't decided which. Oh, sorry, I'm slinging y'all all around. I just can't see the screen. But I haven't decided what containers I'm going to use for my okra. I wasn't sure if I was trying to use the 7-gallon containers. I think I am, though. I'm going to use the 7-gallon containers, I think. Um, that's normally what I use for my okra. Gives it ample enough room for the roots to grow down. And, they kind of grow, the plants kind of grow up, so they'll be fine. So, anyway, you guys, I'm going to go over here and I think I'm at least plant the tomato today. I'm going to plant the tomato today, the okra and the African blue. Maybe I'll get those done tomorrow because I still got to cook dinner. I still got to clean up behind the chicks. I still got to let them out into the yard and all that. And when I let them out, I have to watch them. So lately, we've been getting a lot of activity. You know, on the Ring cameras, you get all these messages that surface telling you about coyotes and stuff. We have a lot of coyotes in the area. And so, oh, in the city I live in, um, I guess a lady, all of her chickens were eaten. So I'm like, oh no. Mine are, in their enclosure unless I'm watching them anyway. And I guess she had them in like a chain link, but it was like no other barrier other than a chain link. So, chicks, they nosy, so they're gonna stick their head through, the gate or whatever enclosure they're in. So yeah, so all the chickens were unalive. So that was terrible. Um, and then it was supposedly another chicken that was just walking down the street, which I do hear about that a lot. Chickens just roaming around. I was like, oh no. Yeah, so that's why I try to watch mine because I do have two jumpers, and so I'm like, I don't need them jumping over the fence or, any of that stuff. So anyway, you guys, but I'm gonna flip you guys around just so you guys can see all these darn tomatoes. I just came out here and harvested probably 2 days ago, and there's so many tomatoes, y'all. Hold on. Y'all see all these tomatoes? I have the Cherokee purple. I just harvested those. I have that, I think that's a San Marzano back there. And these sun golds, the atomic purple. I even have cucumbers. Remember, I was just saying how my cucumbers were struggling. And so, yeah, this one is the burpless. So these are coming in. So I am so happy about that because this is like one of my favorite things to have in the summer. Some good cucumbers. And the mini me cucumber picked up. So there's cucumbers on there. And then I have some on my, the suyo long has really been doing good. So I'm excited about that one. So let's go over here. Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. There's so much stuff over here. So much stuff over here. It's just a mess. But anyway, yeah, the suyo longs have been coming in. I got some really nice good ones that I have already pulled off and eaten. But yeah, there's some little babes on there and some bigger ones on there that's coming in. A lot of peppers. I harvested some grapes early this morning, and there are some more on here that are ripening. So here's some right here. These are ripe. And it's some on the other side because I didn't pull them all off. So there's some other ones over here. So these are ripening too. I took one of the sets that was up here, and yeah, so they're ripening too. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here and go cook some dinner. I don't know how these are gonna do because, okay, I see little cucumbers coming on, but I had the thing sealed up, so I'm like, I don't know if they were germinated or anything. Not germinated, pollinated. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hit the notification bell so that you know when new content has been uploaded. And I will see you guys again next time. Again, I'm going to go ahead and link the description of this microphone and the description box so you guys will know which one if you decide to order. But when I did the little playback on it, it seemed like it was pretty clear. So hopefully it's clear for you guys. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone. I almost forgot, you guys, but this is the seaweed extract liquefied natural kelp. So this is a foliar feed root dip soil drench. So I'm gonna take like a capful. I think it's like, let me see how much, 2 ounces of extract in 1 gallon of water. So I'm gonna put some of this in some water in my spray can, and I'm just gonna give all these plants a little drench. So I did put my African blue basil out there. So there's one right there, one right there, and one over there. And then I put that tomato plant in this grow bag here with a cage on it. And I just kind of push push that aloe plant back anyway. That one's kind of heavy, so I left that one alone. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and water this stuff in, and that's gonna be it.